Hello everyone, it's Maxim again. And before I start, I would like to kindly ask you guys to share your own opinion about the game or current development direction or any other input that you would like to share. Your opinion matters for me. Let's make Legendarium Online together. Okay, let's begin. So today I'm going to share with you current progress of development that is available since version 007. Yeah, we're going slowly but straightforward. First and the biggest change is non-target combat mode now officially implemented. Currently, a player has two major modes. Or stands. So the first one is what is called the peace mode. As you can see now, we are in peace mode, so we can still run around and do whatever we want. We can rotate the camera, as well as we have an animated cursor control that we can use for multiple stuff, like adjusting user interface, like dragging, for example, player frame or whatever, just open whatever interface that we need. And picking up items, interacting with NPCs, other players, doors, so whatever is going to be implemented. And in peace mode, you cannot use any of offensive abilities or spells or weapon hits and all this kind of stuff. So, for example, if I click like on my firebolt, nothing happens really. And soon I'm going to implement the error message appears in front of my screen. It will tell me you cannot cast in peace mode or something like that. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else we have. On the top hotkey, we can change our stance and mode to fully non-target combat mode. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so as you notice, user interface is now highlighted as a little bit red color to let player know that currently he is in combat mode, and all unnecessary UI buttons now are hidden, like a menu bar or anything that is going to be implemented in future also will be hidden. As well as the cursor is now gone, and we have only kind of aim target in the middle of the screen to let player know where all actions are going to be directed. In addition to this, in combat mode only, all creatures around have their health bar visible. So let me just show you to compare. So this is the peace mode. We see just the nicknames of all of the L players or NPCs, like here, and the menu bar is still appearing here. The color is just, let's say, the basic one. And once we hit the combat mode, we do see the health of all of the creatures around us. Okay, so and lastly, our player stays in combat mode. I mean, in combat stance, like I changed animation. So this is the just the peace mode and the combat mode. Of course, in next version of the game, I'm going to add some weapons, shields, and all this kind of stuff. So it will be also part of our game. And by the way, I know about the glitch with lags for this rope, but it doesn't really matter at this time, because anyway, it's just the template. This rope, I'm not even, at least now, I'm not I'm not planning to test it, so I'm not really going to fix it at this particular moment. Maybe we'll do this later. It's not a huge deal. Okay, and then also what else in this version is actually visual effects are added to actually casting process. So now depends on the ability type of a spell, we have different kind of visual effects. For example, so now I'm in combat mode, so now I can cast offensive spells, and if I press 1, this is actually my hotkey for the firebolt. As you can see now, we casting the firebolt, and we have the casting animation. And of course, I know that it could be just a temporary animation, but just for the testing purposes. So we cast in the firebolt, and it goes directly to the target. Okay, and same as for example, arrow of effect spell like the lighting. So we're actually walking and casting the just some thunder effect, and all of our players in front of us, they just constantly die. Oh, by the way, my health, I'm hitting myself as well. Okay. Okay, so basically, I need to share with you that in next releases, I'm planning to have let's say a huge dedicated version just to rework all animations completely, to add some dynamic to custom animation, or just to move around, so it will be like way more better feeling that the player is actually moving. So I will add some kind of effect of weight and so on. So animations, all of them will be improved significantly, and you guys gonna love this for sure. Okay, and in case of direct positive abilities, for example, like heal, we have a need to cast either on ourselves or to the allied target. For example, we just need to mouse over on the target and start casting like this. So I mouse over in my aim on this guy, or maybe on this guy. Board fun. Okay, I'm casting. Oh, sorry, that's another spell. Casting 2, and we're casting the heal. Okay, so and it doesn't really have a need to keep my aim on the target. Just imagine how it will be difficult in the real fight just to keep the aim all the way on the target in order to let the cast actually land. In our case, I'm just do the verification. So once we started to cast, we verify the target, and as you can see, the target of the spell where it's gonna land, it's highlighting. Let's say it has just a little bit like outline. This helps a player to show where exactly on which target his spell is going actually to be applied. And if any target, if none of the targets in his aim, for example, I'm fighting one for some enemy, and I would like still to use heal, but just on myself. In non-target combat mode, there is no way you can just, at least no way you can just point yourself. So just in any, if there is no target creature in your aim, if you cast heal, it will be automatically casted on yourself. Okay. Oh, and of course, it will not be able to cast on enemy. Let's say your heal, so you will not be able to misclick it. Okay, and once we, let's say, fix the target like this, we can do whatever we want, and just to keep us in the same range as the target, and it should be kinda in front of us in order to cast land, so we will be able to do whatever else we want. And also, of course, all of the verifications is still working. For example, if we start casting and now we just hide, it will not succeed, of course. Okay, like this. Oh, we high, and okay, so the cost actually blocked. And also I added some visual for successful cast. Now it's appearing like a little bit yellow, highlighted yellow at the end. And my favorite cast is Arrow of Effect, of course, when the huge thunder appear and hits everyone just in front of us. Again, all three spells I just created for the template for future uses, kind of non-target spell, target spell like a heal, and also Arrow of Effect. So I can now play with these templates as many as I want and create 1,000 of different kind of spells. Okay, and again, guys, please know that this functionality of fixing targeting during the cast spells, it may be disabled in the future if you go more hardcore play style. Okay, also in this version, few minor bugs and one critical bug was fixed. Still I have around 11 bugs that I'm going to fix in one of the next releases, just before big update release like pre-alpha or something. You may ask me why not now, but just there is no need to fix all the bugs right away, because during this stage of development many of existing bugs could be just eliminated because of reworking the functionality or just deprecating them, or because we are getting your input, we might change something on our way to the release, so some of the bugs maybe just do not exist anymore. Okay, and of course, our tradition to share with you what is going to be implemented next version. Okay, so next version we are finally going to implement like a physic part of combat. We are going to add some weapon. We are going to slash and register the damage. So we will add some animation. So it will be like a first stage of a real combat basic stuff. Not only the spells that I already demonstrated. It will be really interesting. Also, in addition, I'm going to add like a ragdoll kind of functionality. So once the creature has 0 HP, it's gonna to be completely dead. We will not be moved or something, and with a proper animation, of course. Okay, that's it, guys, for today. And as always, you can post your comments here on Reddit, Discord, whatever. Whenever you find me, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.